Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at a really interesting source. It makes a pretty bold claim, actually.
It really does.
Yeah, it says the gospel isn't just, a story or a set of beliefs. It's described as an active power.
An inherent power, yeah.
So our mission today is to kind of unpack what this daily reflection means by the power of the gospel. And importantly, how it suggests we can, well, tap into that.
How we can unleash it, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the source itself, it's called Ambassador's Daily Banquets.
Yeah.
This specific one is for Monday, July 14th, 2025.
Okay.
And it says the theme for July, witnessing and soul winning as our kingdom mandate. That's the frame.
Right. The mandate piece is key.
And right at the heart of it, the topic, the power of the gospel, is anchored by Romans 1:16, the King James Version.
Ah, yes. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.
For it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
To the Jew first, and also to the Greek. Such a foundational verse for this idea.
That's
And what's really striking here is how the author, David Nwaifilu, referred to as God's servant in the source, defines the gospel.
how so.
Well, it's not just information. It's framed explicitly as the active power of God for salvation, like a dynamic force. Force, yeah. Something that brings, and I'm quoting here, hope, healing, and eternal life. But the key thing they stress is
What's that?
the power is not in our eloquence or persuasion, but in the message itself.
Okay, that's a big shift. So it takes the pressure off us delivering it perfectly.
Precisely. It puts the weight entirely on the message. The source says the message itself is mighty to save. It really challenges any idea of faith being passive.
So if the power is inherent in the message, like you said, what does the source suggest our role actually is? How does this power turn into, action?
Good question. Because that inherent power, according to this reflection, is exactly what fuels that July prophetic theme we mentioned.
The witnessing and soul-winning mandate.
Exactly. It suggests the power isn't just for you to believe in, but for you to actively, well, unleash by sharing it.
Okay.
And that leads straight into a very direct call to action.
What does it call for?
It encourages sharing the gospel message with someone. Could be through words, your testimony, or a kind gesture. Simple things sometimes.
Right.
The core idea is that when you do that, God's power is at work. You're not just talking, you're releasing this force for change. Saving, delivering, restoring lives,